Hi everyone.
Hi everyone.
Hi everyone. I'm Mr. Puckett.
Kiss the sky and make a home to breathe. Will the sun just take me so I believe? Is it really wrong if they are here, go home? All of this gone magic sets the tone. I will explore, drinking wine or tea. There's no love in war. Let's stage a meeting. The sky tells me that these clouds are bright. Someone treats me lovely late at night. Imagine all the stars in four. Find the motive, I know it's more. I think I've seen the spice of life revealed. I will explore the starry sea. Whatever we find adored, it's just gotta be. I'll run as far as forever. I've seen much more. It seems like ever. It seems like ever.
Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Puckett. Thank you so much for stopping by today's video. This is a milestone for me. It's the 25th YouTube video I've made, and I look at all the progress that I've had since the first video. I never thought I'd make it this far. I had no idea what the heck I was doing, and still to this day, I don't know that I do, but I appreciate you for sticking with me. And this is a special video today because I decided to do something very unique on a day that used to mean something a whole lot different to me in my addiction, and that is April 20th, which many of you know is celebrated as 420 for drug users all over the world. And I was no different. In my 17 years of addiction, I would use this day as an excuse to get completely intoxicated and go out and celebrate with other intoxicated people. Now, I have no problem with marijuana. Don't get me there. Legalize it, tax it, give the people what they want. But certainly I would take it way too far and use a whole lot of hardcore drugs on this day. So now, 3 years into my recovery, I wanted to do something special on this date, 420, that could benefit not only myself, but benefit my community as a whole. Now, in true Mr. Puckett fashion, I put this off until the last minute, and I didn't have a very good plan on what I was gonna do. So as the days leading up to it, I thought about what can I do in just a couple of hours that will benefit me and do something good for my community too. So I'm excited to show you exactly what I did and what it means to me now that I'm in recovery. So without further ado, let's get off this park bench, let's go out in Nashville and see what I did on 420. So I wanted to do something that would benefit me, something that would benefit my community, and something that would benefit a complete stranger. Lucky for me, something that benefits me is always being around my dogs and watching their growth. Especially now that I've started a new job. In the first year we were together, we didn't spend 8 hours apart. And now we do that 5 days a week. So it's important for me to take advantage of every moment we have together. Every single day off that I have, we try to run at least a half marathon together. So that I know when I'm away, they're good, tired, and taking care of one another. Watching their growth from running has been one of the most enjoyable experiences of my entire life. Mrs. Puckett could barely walk around the block when I got her. and PJ was just a rambunctious 3-month-old puppy. And now it doesn't matter if it's sunny or cloudy outside, or if we get one of those Tennessee storms, or even here in Nashville, if you can believe it, sometimes some snowfall. We're always going to be out there running as a family. Tracking their progress is a wonderful metaphor for life and mental and emotional progress, because looking at it day to day, it can feel like you're stuck and you're not making any movement. For PJ to get up to a half marathon, we added 1/2 mile per week for 6 months, and it felt like we were getting nowhere. Until you finally reach a place in your life that you can look back on an extended period of time and be proud of all the growth that you have and how far you have come. And that's what I love most about running, is I'm able to track the progress. And I know we're doing something more today than we were doing yesterday. And this day was no different, as we not only got out for a half marathon, but it was PJ's fastest. Now that I've got some energy out of them, I know I can leave for a short while to help benefit my community. And PJ will be nice and tired, and Mrs. Puckett, well, she'll just be her happy self. I've been in Nashville now for just over a year, and I absolutely love it here. But in that year's time, I've barely met anyone in this city. And that's mainly because of COVID. Trying to stay home and do my part. Not only to help others, but also because COVID would affect an underlying condition I have so greatly, called myalgic encephalomyelitis. Say it with me. Myalgic encephalomyelitis. I've spoken about this before on a couple of different videos. A condition that causes chronic fatigue and pain and can come and go without warning or cause. I have a little better handle on it now because I have such control over my own life. With the food that I eat and my exercise and my sleep, all being head and shoulders above where they used to be when I was using drugs and alcohol. But it still hits me from time to time. And COVID could leave me bedridden for weeks at a time, not only for its own complications, but with my own chronic fatigue and pain. Luckily, the dogs know when I'm feeling this way, and they always try to come to my rescue. But this is also a reason why I've put off getting the vaccine for so long, because I've heard everyone talk about their own side effects. And many of those include muscle pain and fatigue. So I thought this day, 4/20, the day I was trying to reclaim as my own, would be the perfect day for me to go and help my community by getting vaccinated. But this is also going to help me, because I am tired of being at home. I am tired of social distancing and not doing the things I want to do. I want to play soccer with a large group of people. I want to go to the dog park again and interact and meet everybody. So what I did on this day is I rented a scooter and went all the way across town here in Nashville to see if I could get a vaccine. Once downtown, I ended up at this amazing building, the Music City Center, which I had never been to before. I brought a backpack and I packed a lunch and 3 bottles of water, fully expecting to be here the entire day. I kept going up these escalator and elevator rides, wondering at what point would I pop up and see a whole sea of people waiting in line before me, but I just never saw them. It all happened so fast and I was so nervous, not only for side effects, but I also hate needles. But I was in and out of there in 5 minutes. And the guy who helped me was one of the nicest people I had ever met before. I went home later that day and even into the next day and didn't have any side effects at all. I was so worried for absolutely no reason at all. Now I know we're still far away from normalcy, but I made one more step into being able to go out and meet people again and feel comfortable doing so. Be able to start my actual life in Nashville instead of being sequestered in my home with my 2 amazing dogs. And sometimes, even a little step can still be a whole lot of progress.
Hear the voice inside my head, filling me with shame instead. Will it stop if I empty out my doubt? Didn't think my
With limited planning, I wasn't sure how I was going to find a stranger to help, much less how to help them. I was going through some of my old videos while making this when I realized that just because I'm not a part of the Free Pizza Dude project anymore, doesn't mean I couldn't help somebody in the exact same way.
Mr. Puckett says playing pizza matchmaker is just one way he hopes he's paying back the people who helped him.
I had so much to give back, and I'll never get there. You know, I'll never reach the point where I've given more than I've taken because I was taking for so long. So I feel like I'm still way under on that and have so much more to do before I can even break even in life.
In East Nashville, I'm Hannah McDonald, News Channel 5.
So I made a post on a local Facebook page here in Nashville where I didn't know anyone, doing exactly what I used to do on Imgur, saying that if anybody needs food, a meal, or even a full set of groceries, all they have to do is comment below and I'll set it up. There were quite a few reactions on it for being a little page, but in the end only 3 people actually requested food all day. So I did the same thing I used to do. I sent them a long message saying exactly what I needed. I got their info, and I sent them what they requested. 2 families wanted a meal and got pizza. And one more gentleman, even though it took some convincing, he finally got a whole set of groceries to last him and his family an entire week. And I think I might have even made a couple of friends out of the whole thing. It was a great way to end this day that I was trying to reclaim. It might not have been the best 420 ever. It certainly wasn't the most traditional. But I'm happy I did it. And I'm happy I did it sober. The 25th video. Man, I did not think I would ever make it this far. I think the whole reason I started this channel was just to show off pictures and videos of my 2 amazing dogs. But it grew into so much more than that. It gave me an outlet to communicate like I had never had before. It encouraged me to get out and see parts of Nashville just to get them on video that I might never have done before. It's given me a lot of laughs, quite a few tears, and more than anything in the world, this channel has given me confidence like I never had before. Because even though I couldn't be out in Nashville exploring with everyone at the same time, when I had this camera and this microphone, I felt like all of you were there with me. Thank you so much for going through this process with me. I know some of the videos have been rough, and I know I still have a lot to learn. But you've encouraged me every step of the way, and I can't thank you enough. Been able to show off our runs and our life and find out more about yours through the live feeds. And sure, there will be more trips to come, and it'll still be an uphill battle, just like life, every single day. But it's a whole lot easier to do with every one of you there with me. I've been able to open up in a way that I never would have before, to speak my issues out into the world and re-watch these videos, and my issues don't seem so scary anymore. Bringing my demons to the light, and I'm not so afraid of them. If I could change one thing about this channel, the only thing in the world I would change is that I would start it years earlier so Mr. Puckett could have been here with me. I think he would have loved this. And wherever he is, if he's looking down on me right now, I think he'd be incredibly proud of how far I've come. Thank you for being here with me. I look forward to the next 25 videos.